I hope my sound is clear and there is no delay. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so I'm live now. There's always like 30 seconds delay, so that is why first 30 seconds I just have to check whether I'm online or not. So beginning. So I went through this. So the most important part is over here. The 5 anatomically defined large-scale networks are most relevant to clinical practice. The first is a left dominant perisylvian network of language for language, a right dominant parieto-frontal network for spatial orientation, an occipitotemporal network for face and object recognition, a limbic network for explicit episodic memory, and a prefrontal network for executive control of cognition and comportment. So again we have a left, a right, a occipito, a limbic and a prefrontal. So left, right, back, front and a limbic network. I'll just see where this limbic network is present. So maybe I could remember it from the picture. So limbic network is basically it is present in the center. So okay, so we have a left, right, back, front and center. So that is pretty easy now to remember. If anybody is on the stream watching me, do leave a message so I could know. Okay, moving on. I was just texting. Now coming to this left perisylvian network for language and aphasias. The production and comprehension of words and integrity of distributed network located along the perisylvian region of language dominant hemisphere. One hub situated in the inferior frontal gyrus is known as Broca's area. Damage to this region impairs fluency of verbal output and grammatical structure of sentences. The location of a second hub critical for language comprehension is less clearly settled. Accounts of patients with focal comprehension is less clearly settled. Wernicke's area. So this is Wernicke's area. You might have read it in first year in anatomy. Broca's and Wernicke's. Located at parieto-temporal junction. Critical hub for word and strokes. It interferes with the ability to understand spoken or written language. Investigations of patient of primary progressive aphasia. Let me just check what is aphasia exactly. I am not very sure of what I know. It is an impairment of language affecting the production or comprehension of speech and the ability to read or write. Okay. They are more associated to anterior temporal lobe than Wernicke's. Okay. क्या हो रहा है? All components आराम से चलो भाई. The language network are interconnected with each other and surrounding parts of the frontal, parietal and temporal lobes. Damage to this network gives rise to language impairment known as aphasia. So I need to train my left side to have a better, to not have a problem in word finding. It is a common problem. We are not trained in different languages. हिंदी में मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं होता, कोई भी वर्ड बुलवा लें मुझको. आपको लघु शंका बुलवाना है या फिर हिंदी का जो होता है ना संस्कृत टाइप का, गच्छन्ति गच्छन्ते गच्छन्ति गच्छानी गच्छावे गच्छामे, वो हम फालतू बोल सकते हैं. वहाँ पे वर्ड फाइंडिंग बहुत हाई है मेरी. ओके. नए राइट हैंडर्स में भाई ज़्यादा होता है, लेफ्ट में कम है. लेंटिल तो ओहो, तोतलेपन को ये कह रहे हैं फोनेमिक पैराफेजिया. पैराफेजिया, आनोमिया. It is important to make sure that the number of words does not exceed the patient's attention span. Otherwise, the failure of repetition becomes a reflection of narrowed attention span. Alexia. There's a thing called alexia and agraphia. Graphia is for spelling. Wernicke's aphasia. Let's find out what is Wernicke's aphasia. comprehension is impaired. ब्रोका में फ्लुएंसी है, इसमें कॉम्प्रीहेंशन ही खराब. जारगंड है. ओके, तो इसमें इन्होंने काफ़ी सही डिस्टिंग्विश कर दिया. अब हमें ज़्यादा पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, जल्दी जल्दी उड़ा सकते हैं हम. आई एम रीडिंग इट लाइक अ नॉवल, क्योंकि थोड़ा मुझे आइडिया लग गया है क्या आने वाले. और कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट दिखेगा तो ऑब्वियसली मैं नोट्स के लिए ले लूँगा. Okay, काफ़ी we've gone through about different aphasias now. We've read about transcortical aphasia, which are of two types, fluent as well as non-fluent. Now we've already studied about the features. Then the other types of aphasias are anomic aphasia, which is the minimal dysfunction syndrome of the language network. Word finding pauses are uncommon, so language output is fluent but paraphasic. Uninformative, the lesion sites can be anywhere. It is the single most common language disorder. So we have a lot of different types of aphasias that we have read in the table above. So pure word deafness is, should we read it or just skip it? Okay, I'll just give it a quick read. No, not anymore. Oh. So मेरा पेन जो है ऊपर नीचे क्यों कर रहा है एकदम से? कर लेते हैं यार, कुछ नया वर्ड मिलेगा, ठीक है, ज़िंदगी में काम आएगा। He is clever. My videos are good. My videos are good. So that's the type of difference we are looking over here. Oh, there's just too much of knowledge in this, It's just impossible to remember all of it. Now we've come to parieto-frontal network for spatial orientation. क्या पढ़ रहा हूँ ये मैं चैप्टर बस रह पर रहे मेरे इतना फालतू चैप्टर क्यों हो गई है। बहुत ही हाई लेवल हो गया भैया ये। तो बीच वाला है विजुअल स्पेशल एमनेस्टिक है ये हमारा अल्जाइमर टाइप की, यहाँ एफेजिया भी है। तो हाँ क्या क्या बचता है। साइमल्टेनियसली यहाँ आ रहे हैं भाई खतरनाक लोग। तो अभी तक तुम पढ़ ही क्या रहे थे। फेस एंड ऑब्जेक्ट रिकॉग्निशन। तो ये है हमारे फ्रंटल रिलीज साइंस लाइक ग्रास्पिंग, सकलिंग और ये दिक्कत आएंगी प्री फ्रंटल नेटवर्क जब हार्म होगा। अटेंशन रिलेटेड फंक्शन So I'm quite confident that people are not interested in studying like they used to be. So अभी मैं I have been silent for so long that I am pretty sure that अभी तक किसी का भी retention लूज़ हो गया होगा अगर कोई फ्यूचर में भी देख रहा है वीडियो, बट नेवर माइंड. सो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू रिमाइंड मी माई सेल्फ इफ आई वॉच देम इन फ्यूचर दैट आई एम डूइंग दिस टू नो what my mental state was before acquiring so much of information. It's been like I guess 15 days of reading. I had my breaks in between, but I can surely feel that my English fluency has improved quite, like comparatively. It's day and night. I could really form words. It's just by reading and there are so many words here. Plus this stream helps me build my confidence that yes, sometimes I do fumble, sometimes I do lose words. All of that is, that's normal. Just building, it's like I'm talking to myself here, but it's nice. I'm getting to learn a lot of things. I'm not reading this to crack PG. I just bloody race everybody wants to run, different mental. Nobody wants to be a good doctor. All they want is good money for themselves. All they want is, they just want to crack PG because they do not have anything to do. I have like array of possibilities what I can do. That is why I don't pity myself. I pity others for their lack of ability to find their own talents and form a way to pursue them. They'll never be able to pursue what they want because they've never had the guts in them. Shoplifting, compulsive gambling, all these things are related to prefrontal network. Okay, I guess I've read it somewhere. Okay, so this was a new thing for me. So today I got to know very little. Maybe I just got to know very little about the areas of brain. It is a vast subject. I don't think I'll ever be able to know it, but I have an idea, so I'm happy. I'll be going to bed with something more than what I had, so that's good. It's not that I can learn everything. Everything is my forte. I might be good at psychiatry, but not at neurology. But after reading CNS, I've started to realize that this is not at all my forte. Neuroleptics and all. What is the treatment for prefrontal lesions with those behavioral changes? They haven't talked about that. Occupational therapy. neuroleptics for agitation. Okay, so we're done with this. Next chapter will be sleep disorders, and I am pretty much interested in this chapter. I hope this doesn't bore me, but yes, this absolutely, it involves insomnia, necrolepsy, and this I think I'll be doing a somnambulism. It is a lot related to the subjects I like to read. Sorry, that was a mosquito. So see you then. We're done with another round of stream without any viewer. So I'm happy I didn't have to waste a lot of energy in speaking, but it's a different environment when viewers are there and if there is communication. Yes. So okay. So duty calls. Actually, no duty is calling nowadays. So Dr. Dan is signing off. Please don't mind if okay, and take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. Blah blah bye. Blah 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 blah.